The Tennessee Titans are apparently shopping everybody, and that has linked Jeffery Simmons, their star defensive tackle, to Philadelphia. What would a trade look like? How expensive would he be? I'll break that down today. Also, Terrell Edmunds, what a great signing. The contract details are in, very, very cheap, and I'm launching something very, very exciting today. More on that later. I'm Thomas Mott. This is The Thomas Mott Show. What's up, guys? Thomas Mott here. Welcome into the Thomas Mott Show on a very exciting, very special Monday. I am launching a clothing and apparel brand, a hat brand more specifically, called PhillyInverted. I'll give you more details on this, and they're going live today in just a couple of minutes. First, though, let's get into what's actually going on in the National Football League in Philadelphia. Jeffery Simmons, remember him? One of the best defensive tackles in the National Football League that gets overlooked because he plays for the Titans. Well, Tennessee reportedly is in full purge mode. They're trying to get rid of everybody, and SI.com thinks the Eagles should 100% make a phone call to the Titans for a potential trade. Now, this is a long shot. I'm going to read you the report first, and then I'll show you why it'd be very expensive to do, but with the restructuring of Lane Johnson, they at least have cap space and a little bit of a war chest to do so. So here it is from SI.com. This is very, very interesting. Quote, already, offensive tackle Taylor Lewan has been released. Derrick Henry has reportedly been on the trade block, and released Cawthon and safety Kevin Byard to take a pay cut, to which Byard said no thanks. Sometimes wild dreams come true. Last year, when Howie Roseman plucked wide receiver A.J. Brown from the Titans on the opening night of the draft, Brown was entering the last year of his contract, and Tennessee didn't want to meet Brown's asking price. Now, fast forward to where Jeffery Simmons is, and he's 25. He's also in the last year of his rookie contract, and earlier this month, Simmons took down a lot of pictures from his IG account and stopped following the Titans per ESPN Titans writer Teron Davenport. You see it here. Like Brown, Simmons would be a perfect fit in Philly, provided Roseman could work the defensive tackle into his budget. The Eagles redid right tackle Lane Johnson's contract heading into the weekend and upped their money under the salary cap to $22 million. Expectation is that will be used to help extend the contract of Jalen Hurts, but maybe Roseman can find a way to make it work with both quarterback and Simmons if it were to come to it. I'm going to say Simmons had 7.5 sacks last season, 8.5 the previous season, 6'4", 205, 21 sacks in his career, 46 quarterback hits, and 28 tackles for a loss. Now, you're saying, Thomas, this is not possible, and I would just fire right back and say, you're probably right. However, you got to remember that A.J. Brown was impossible, and A.J. Brown was not going to be traded according to the Tennessee Titans, and yet there are multiple reports saying Tennessee is trying to completely rebuild and revamp their franchise, and so why pay a star defensive tackle a copious amount of money when you can get a draft pick for him, and then go ahead and potentially, take somebody else and rebuild and have a cheaper overall contract. Now, I'm not saying you would give up number 10 overall for Jeffery Simmons. I wouldn't give up number 10 overall for Jeffery Simmons. I would give up 30, though. And let me explain that, because think about it. Every single mock draft we've seen with Philadelphia has either a defensive tackle going at 10 or like Kalijah Kancey going at 30. And whatever you think of Kalijah Kancey from Pitt being the next Aaron Donald, that's a possibility. We know Jeffery Simmons is a proven commodity. Would you give up number 30 for Jeffery Simmons and then take, Bijan Robinson at number 10? I think most of us would feel like that was a really good move. It was the same thing as Philadelphia not taking Chris Olave with that first-round draft pick and instead taking A.J. Brown. We all think A.J. Brown is a much, much better player. Now, the issue is not necessarily draft capital, because Philadelphia has 12 picks next year. They have, 5, 6 this year. They have plenty of draft capital to make a move. The question is the new contract, because not only did you trade for A.J. Brown, first-round draft pick, and then re-sign him, the same goes for Jeffery Simmons. Look on your screen here. Aaron Donald's the highest paid defensive tackle because his name is Aaron Donald, and he's great. He makes about $31 million a year, which is insane. But there's a big gap between first and second. Deron Payne just got paid $22.5. Javon Hargrave obviously just got paid $21.5. DeForest Buckner, $21. You could see right now Jeffery Simmons commanding $21 to $22 million per year, which is a fair market value for how good he is. Now, another issue I have is, why don't you just re-sign Javon Hargrave? You need a defensive tackle. You could have gotten Javon Hargrave, double-digit sacks last year, more than Jeffery Simmons. But I do think Simmons might be a little bit better overall, as Hargrave is great rushing the passer. He's not as good in run defense. Still great. I don't want to see the comments saying, you think he's bad. He's good. No, but I think that Jeffery Simmons is a little bit better in both overall categories. So there's some precedent there that would make some sense. However, with that being said, I think it's pretty unlikely. I mean, let's just be real. I just don't see this happening just due to the fact that you got to figure out the Jalen Hurts contract extension and why it's taking so long. It just doesn't make sense. I know they just freed up the cap space with Lane Johnson, but you would think that they would get that deal done sooner rather than later, and that is probably the biggest reason why it's not going to happen, just based on the fact that, of course, they got to re-sign their own and superstar quarterback. Then they can go ahead and look at other players. And plus, as I'm going to see comments say down below, and I want to read your guys' thoughts, Hansi at 30 might be better in the end and a lot cheaper the first 5 years because he's on a rookie contract with the 5th-year option being a first-round draft pick. So it's a thought. You're going to see it all over Twitter today. Thought I would jump ahead and give you guys my take on it, but give me your thoughts overall. Very, very curious to see how that goes. Okay, I want to get into this announcement of the PhillyInverted company that I'm starting, the apparel company that I'm starting. I wanted a hat, and I wanted a logo that really emphasize Philadelphia. There isn't a Philadelphia hat out there. There isn't a Philly hat out there. I mean, I've looked for them. I've tried to buy them. There isn't something unique for Philadelphia, and there really isn't something unique like this out there. It was inspired by the upside-down LA Dodgers logo. I've seen it all over LA. I was in California earlier this year, and I'm like, man, that's so cool. And it's nothing special about the inverted Philly. I just think it really catches the eye. It's like, wait, that's backwards and upside down. What does it say? Oh, Philly. And Philly is such a unique city. It needed a unique logo. And so I decided, you know what? Why not go ahead and build something that I would wear and then offer it up to you guys as well? And so went ahead and built the website. You see it on your screen right now. PhillyInverted.com, domain name. I got it ranked here. I mean, this was all done by myself. We're launching in 3 different styles or colors. I'll explain more on that in a second. And why not see what you guys think about this? And so what we're doing is we're essentially going to have the black closed back trucker hat, which I think is my favorite one. It fits my head the best. And look at that logo. I think it looks great. And then I'm also doing a snapback. So I have a white snapback right there with the Kelly green. Pretty cool there. White snapback and then a black snapback. I don't have a black snapback on my hand, but it's the exact same as this one with the white logo and then the black. And so we're launching those 3 right now. Very limited quality, about 100 in each. I wanted to start out a little bit small because I had no idea if you guys are going to like this or not, and I want criticism. I'm going to read the comments down below, but give me your thoughts. This is all live right here. I've gone through the trademark process. I think this is going to be something that not just Eagle fans, not just Thomas Mott fans want to go ahead and wear, but people who live in Philadelphia, who love the Sixers, or they love the Phillies, they love the Eagles, can wear something that's unique and eye-catching. I think it's so simple and so clean, and everyone I've shown it to has really liked it. So again, I have no idea. Sometimes YouTubers will make their own merch, and I've always wanted to have, merch for the Thomas Mott Show, but you're not going to wear a hat that says Thomas Mott on it. Come on. It's not like I'm some sort of, I'm not Stephen A. Smith out there. I'm not LeBron James with my own logo, but I wanted something that I first would wear, and I did this because I wanted a hat like this, and then I was like, wait a second, I think you guys might enjoy this as well. And so, again, starting today, dropping today, limited supply. Link is going to be down below in the description box. Link to the channel. Just Google PhillyInverted. It pops up. I mean, it's number 1 on Google right there. The website is fantastic. I've been building that over the past couple of weeks, and jump in on this. I'm actually doing 10% off for you guys, the first people to get a hat right now for the next 2 days. If you use promo code MOTT10 at checkout, it'll be down below in the description box. 10% off your first order. So this is a labor of love. It's a little passion project. Worked on the design with Josh Davis's wife at the Philly Special Show. She's the one that helped me design this. Did an incredible job, and I think this can really grow into something that people in Philadelphia really enjoy. And so, again, take a look. Let me know what you guys think. If you want to pick one up, it's live today. I would greatly appreciate it. Again, I have about 300 in stock. I have no idea if I bought too many or too little. We're going to find out. But if they sell out, then I'll obviously go ahead and get more. And what's exciting is this is the first embroidery company I worked with. It's an online company, but I actually went to a local one here in Atlanta, and we actually went through a bunch of different new designs, new colors, new styles, maybe even some 3D printing going on here this morning. And if this goes well, I think I'm going to really pour a lot of time, and a lot more time. I already have poured a lot of time, but a lot more time into this project, and have some exclusive limited launches coming up here in the next couple of days and weeks. And so this is going to be the original, right? This is going to be number 1. You got the snapback, you got the trucker hat, you got the black version of the snapback. They didn't have a white version of the trucker hat, but I think black on white is my favorite one overall. It fits great. It's a high-quality hat. I mean, this is like a genuine snapback. I didn't want to get you guys something cheap. I'm excited. I'm very excited about it. As you guys can tell, I've been sitting on this for weeks, waiting for the website to get finished, waiting for the test products to come in, getting the website ranked and ready to go, and I think it's ready. I think it's good to go. So it's brand new. I wanted something that can be standalone away from my channel. That's not just the Thomas Mott Show's merch. This is a brand new apparel company that I have started. I am running. It's all in-house, and I think it's going to be a really, really exciting thing for you guys. And so take a look. Let me know. I'm so nervous to read the comments. I know, what's the upside down for? Why is it backwards? It's unique. It's really, really unique. I haven't seen anything else like this in the market, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. So let me know. I talked about it for too long today. We're supposed to talk about the Eagles, but let me know what you guys think of the of the hat. I'm very excited. I'm going to watch this video back and be cringed at how excited I look. But this has been something I've worked on for the past couple of weeks. And so thumbs up for the drop. Links down below. 10% off your very first order if you use promo code MOTT10 over the next 2 days. And I'm going to see how it goes. And I have a lot of new exciting stuff, maybe shirts, who knows, coming up over the next couple of weeks. Okay, final story here quickly. I want to look at the Terrell Edmunds contract. I haven't gotten to comment on this over the weekend. Was a little bit busy this past weekend. But really, all you got to know about the Terrell Edmunds signing, great deal. I think it's fantastic. And the numbers that came out are really good for Philadelphia. Aaron Wilson's tweet here. Terrell Edmunds, 1 year, $2 million deal, $600,000 guaranteed, $250,000 signing bonus, 1.08 salary. This is cheap stuff. Cheap stuff for a 27-year-old safety who, or I should say 27, he's in his 20s, I don't have the number right here, but a younger safety who still can come in and participate and I think be a starter. Right now, if it's Edmunds and Blankenship starting at safety, they're looking pretty good. I think this takes out Brian Branch at number 10. Doesn't say they don't take, someone in the second round at safety to be the future, but I think they solidify their safety spot. They have a bunch of guys who are signed now, and they have a pretty healthy depth in the secondary, whether it's at cornerback or safety in general. And so I think this was a great move by Philadelphia. Actually had less missed tackles than C.J. Gardner-Johnson did this past year, and we know C.J. now hates Philadelphia for some reason, so thumbs up for that. But this was a really good move by the Eagles, and we'll see. Plenty more stuff happening next couple of days and weeks. Again, I'm so excited to drop these. I don't know. We'll see what happens. When they came in, and I showed them to a couple of my friends who are Eagle fans, Josh Davis, Philly Special Show, obviously, he thinks these look great. I'm excited to see what you guys think. I'll read the comments today, and obviously we will have plenty more about this in the coming days and weeks here on the Thomas Mott Show. So, PhillyInverted has begun. Just Google that, link down below, and of course, thumbs up this show for new and groundbreaking things here on the Thomas Mott Show. I'm Thomas Mott on Exciting Monday. This has been the Thomas Mott Show.